Allow me to just open my mic for now. My name is Shama. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Forgive my voice, I have a cold. So, my name is Shama from Therabot. A bit about myself. I am a trained psychologist. I've worked with NGOs to give counseling to inmates and prisoners and the younger population in the Borstal institutions in Kenya. And I've also worked with a few high schools to provide counseling services. But then along the way, we realized there was a problem, there was a gap of just how many therapists we have against the demand of therapy. So that's when I met Caleb and we decided to work on Therabot together. So he's going to tell you more, but as of right now, I work at Therabot to just ensure daily operations happen seamlessly, smoothly, and I'm sure we'll get to know each other more as the days go by. Yeah. And I don't know if everyone has had a chance to introduce themselves. I think we can do that first.
Okay, sure.
So I think Caleb will get back to you. Since Therabot has a smaller number, we thought you introduce yourselves first before the therapists introduce themselves.
Okay.
So Shama, you just introduce yourself, then maybe Caleb can pick it up from there.
Okay. I think Shama has already introduced herself. Shama runs operations at Therabot and day-to-day activities. Myself, my name is Caleb Jefune. So privileged and happy to be here with you guys. I lead the team at Therabot. I make sure that the vision and the purpose of all this is okay, I think Rosalina has left, but I make sure that the purpose and the vision of Therabot is actually taken to the next level. And so, just a bit of introduction on and a bit information about what Therabot is. Therabot is just a platform that actually helps people to get mental health. And the platform that we have actually created is that platform that you guys, since you already have the many years of experience, you can actually jump in the platform and actually help out and earn more money from what you guys are already doing. Back to you, Rose. I think I'll add a bit of more about what Therabot is as we actually go. Yeah.
Thank you, Caleb. Basically, that's what it is. And first of all, why I thought this would have been necessary is for the fact that the therapists get to understand what is Therabot and what they do and what are the expectations you expect from us. So without much ado, I just want to invite my team to also introduce itself so that now we get to know each other. And Kingsley, I'll start with you.
Good morning. My name is Kingsley. I'm a counseling psychologist. I have had the opportunity to work at Kenyatta National Hospital. I did counseling there for at least 6 months. And right now, I do counseling. I'm not attached to any hospital or any institution. However, I offer counseling by myself. I have a small organization by the name Free Mind Wellness. So that is the one that I use to do my counseling. In addition, I offer mental health talks, especially to institutions that has patients who have addictions, like alcoholics and such. I've done for like 2 institutions, and also I give talks to churches, the churches that have organized groups. I'm licensed and I'm also registered as a counseling psychologist. Yes.
Thank you very much, Kingsley. We'll go straight to Liz.
Yeah.
Kingsley, can you confirm whether Willie will be found? Golove, I hope you have his number. Elizabeth, go ahead.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth. A counseling psychologist. I think we've been classmates with Roslyn and Kingsley, doing our masters in counseling psychology. I've worked in Kiambu as the project lead for a program that we were working with families and children who are from trauma backgrounds in Kiambu. I did that for 2 years. Then I also worked in Muranga, the same with families and children from trauma backgrounds. And I think that's when I realized the problem with the Kenyan health system, whereby the health system is not supportive of psychology. And I think Shama already said that there's a lot of gaps when we come to counseling, especially reaching everybody, reaching the vulnerable groups. The health system does not support. Then the people are also not willing to go and get the services. There's a lot of shame in it. Somebody does not believe that mental health is important. And I think I felt very sad when we were so passionate. We had passionate psychologists I was working with, but then the persons or the clients would feel like this is not necessary, So bridging those gaps needs minds like you, the minds that I see here. And I think that is what made me to really want to go and further my studies and view this counseling or mental health from a management perspective, not just from one person, but from the system perspective. Because once we change the system, then everybody is going to benefit from mental health, the benefits that come with mental health. I think that is why I'm really, really passionate to hear what is in this platform, because it's something that, as you are aware, it's something that we don't do from our minds or from just because kuna jobs pale. We do it from our hearts. It's a passion, not just a job. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz. I think great words there, right from you. And I have seen Hannah join us. Hannah, are you ready? We are just doing our intros, what you are doing, if you're anywhere.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Hannah Magadi. I have a master's in counseling psychology from the University of Nairobi. Taking my former classes here. My practicum, I did it in Mathare Teaching and Referral Hospital, whereby I was able to encounter a number of patients, schizophrenia, paranoia, bipolar, and other cases. Also, I still work as a social officer, whereby I deal with a lot of people from the less privileged situations. And with this, these people are economically challenged, mentally challenged, and socially challenged. So that's why I felt the need to go and seek professional career development, whereby I will be advising them intellectually and professionally. And I'm happy to be attached to this institution, and I hope in one way or another to be able to empower the community and give them the skills and the encouragement in their lives. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to confirm that Anne is one of us. Apparently, her system was not very clear. We have picked half of what she has spoken, half was disappearing in the air. But that's Hannah. And Kingsley, anything about Willie?
Yeah, Willie is about to introduce himself.
Good. Go
You
ahead,
can go
Ngolobe.
ahead. Yes.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. My name is Willie Ngolobe. I'm an industrial psychologist, organizational psychologist. Currently, I'm not practicing as a psychologist, but I have some experience. I was attached to Kenyatta Hospital under the Department of Human Resource, where I practiced as an attaché for 3 months. And I was working in the section of employee assistance program. But going forward, I'm also looking for opportunity to practice as a psychologist. So currently I'm in the office, and I will not engage you so much because my background is noisy. It's a control room. Hope you can understand me.
Well understood. I think it was just important to get to know that you are together with us. Hannah also says she's on transit, and she's notifying us that in case she falls off, then we should know it's because of the network issues. And I think, Caleb, and your team, you have basically heard about this team, these therapist teams. And this I can call them my people. We have worked together. And Kingsley, you can confirm I was the head of our group. Lynette, were you in our group?
Yes. Yes, I remember.
Okay, fine. Anyway, so maybe just briefly about myself is that I have been working as an administrative manager for about 20 years, working together with CEOs and board members, and trained as a counseling psychologist, mental health advocate, and I also mentor the youths and prepare couples who are preparing to get married and even deal with them after the marriage. The journey of marriage is not a simple one, so it requires somebody to walk along with you. Not that it's impossible, but it's manageable as long as you get the right person to work with you. I have also closely done logistical issues where I arrange events and manage them to the end, from the beginning to the end. Currently, I work with Therabot, and I am the head of the therapists. And that is why I thought of bringing in the therapists that I know, I have dealt with. We have worked together, and therefore I know what they are capable of delivering. And hence the team on board, Caleb. I have a lot of confidence, no challenges. I'm sure all we can go for is to heighten this Therabot to another level. And as you have said, we want to appreciate the fact that you thought you can bring us on board to also build you as we build ourselves. Because you've just heard from the talks that there are challenges with counseling. Kenyans haven't embraced counseling as much. And therefore, you find a lot of people, some of them want us to offer services for free. They don't know this is something we have gone to school for about 4 years. You have the skills, you have the techniques, you have all these things, and they think you're just talking. Because some people think counseling is advice. Counseling is not advice. If you advise someone, you'll be harming that person instead of helping them. So the skills and the techniques that we have are what helps us to actually empower a client. So we are glad to be here. I'm sure we are able to work together with you and lift this institution to another level. While you benefit, I'm sure my team will also benefit. And without much ado, I want to hand it over to you to explain to us why we are here and how are we supposed to work together in partnership. So I want to welcome you, Caleb, to take it up from there.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for your introduction. Thank you, Roslyn, for also bringing your team together so that we can bring this to life. I really have a lot of hope in you and faith in you that we are going to actually push this to the next level. Good. So Therabot started a year and a half ago, and so far so good. We have been having a lot of numbers when it comes to users and things like that. Currently, we have bases in both South Africa and Rwanda, and we wanted to move to another new level. So the new level was to actually now give therapy to companies and actually schools and students and things like that. And so that's the reason why we actually had to bring up you guys together and actually see how this can go forward. And so what we actually here for is just to show you guys how the platform works for therapists, and actually how to see how that goes. And along the line, what we'll actually do, since you guys already know each other, which is actually easier and so good for our organization and my team, is that it's actually going to be easier to onboard you guys. So what happens is you will actually just list yourself as a therapist. What you'll do is, in listing of yourself as a therapist, what you'll do is you tell us about your experience, which you guys have, and then you actually choose the times, available slots of times that you are going to be available. So if I'm going to be available at 10 a.m. Thursdays or 10 p.m. on Fridays, actually lock that slot in. And then lastly, you actually choose the price of your the exercise. So if you charge 3,000 shillings for an hour, that is actually what you put there. If you charge 10,000 shillings per hour, that is actually what you put there, and actually attach it to an available slot time. So this platform is actually to make you guys money, and actually to make sure that you guys also practice what you guys did. And actually on our end is also actually to give us that credibility that we have actual therapists that they actually practiced and they have this number of years of experience. We will start with our normal users. So we actually have our normal users that need therapy, and we actually have companies that we'll actually go to if in case they need therapy. There are some of you here.
Excuse me. Sorry. I should have raised my hand. I wanted to request. Can you share something so that we get to understand?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sharing it in a few. So I'm just giving a short description.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, good. So again, what we'll do is you will list yourself as a therapist, your available times. So we have slots of 30 minutes or 1 hour. And then what you do next is you actually put the amount of money that you will be charging per hour or per 2 hours or 30 minutes, whichever makes you happy. And then now what we'll do is that we'll push clients to you. So they'll book you on that specific time, they pay you, and then that continues. So the session actually continues. And with the help of Rose, we will actually also have meetings to actually make sure that we are making progress at the end of the month or at the end of the week. Yeah. So I'll just share my screen here and actually show you guys how this works and how it looks like.
Allow me to welcome Imelda, who is one of us. She has just joined. Imelda, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Good. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, cool. So this is actually how the platform looks like. Let me just go back. Okay, so this is actually how the platform looks like. Let me just sign out here so that it's easier. Good. Let me just a moment. Good. I hope you guys can see my screen. I don't know which screen you guys are seeing, but you should see my screen somewhere. Okay, good. Just a moment. Good. So this is how the platform looks like, and um, so for therapists, let me just push this down here. Good. Good. So for therapists, so this is just like a tool to actually help you manage your clients and actually also manage people that we will actually be bringing to you. So the link to this, I'll also send it to the group so that you guys interact with it and see how it goes. But for now, so this is actually how the platform looks like. It's called Theralink.online. So we actually just, the word Theralink is just under Therabot, but Theralink is, we link people who need therapy to actually mental health professionals that actually have the experience. And so as you can see, so find a therapist or how it works. But then I'll just like take you guys down to our services. So professional and peer support, flexible scheduling for therapists, secure messaging, video sessions, privacy first, and personalized care. So I'll just like go for therapists since you guys are therapists. For therapists. Good. So for therapists, we are actually giving you a user base that has we are giving you guys the people that want to actually book you at your best times. So we work with your flexible schedules. Do you want to only offer therapy in the morning alone and then you have the rest of the day to do your own stuff? Or do you want to offer therapy from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then the rest of the day you actually do your own stuff? So it's not like, you can actually either choose to do it the whole day or the whole time, but then you can actually, make sure that you choose the time that makes you flexible or something like that. Expand your client base. Again, this is just a tool to actually make sure that you actually offer therapy the best way possible. Simply payment processing, comprehensive tools to actually help you, and then secure messaging communications. And so I want to actually show you guys how to join as a therapist and actually show you guys what to do. So the platform is, people will actually come, for example, find a therapist. Let me just go home. Find your therapist. So what will happen is, so you will actually get listed here. So when you get listed here, people will actually come and book you from here. So for example, AJ, who is one of our therapists from the US, you can actually see how much is charging. So this is not cash, this is like dollars. We just changed that. This is like dollars. But then you can actually see AJ with over 18 years of experience. His credentials is that he holds a licensed professional counseling supervisor. And all this, I earned my master's in professional counseling from South University and actually continued. And then his certificate licenses, you can actually see them there. And then you can actually see, okay, he doesn't have an available days, but you will actually see all his available days and all his available times. So that is actually what people will actually see. From your end now, what will happen is we'll come and register as a therapist. So I'll just come and register as a therapist. Register as a therapist. So I am a therapist, and then join as a therapist. So when you join as a therapist, what you do is create an account. So I'll create a test account so that we actually see how that goes, how you guys will do this. So just like say test1, theralink.com, then okay, create an account. So when I create an account, what will happen is this. So I'll come and update my profile. So when I already create an account, come and update my profile. So I'll upload an image. So when I upload an image there, okay, it's trying to upload an image. Just a moment. Okay, just let me cancel this. So I'll come here, upload an email, choose which type. So all of us are paid therapists, and then we actually come and choose the currency. So I'll choose Kenyan shillings because I want to offer therapy with my local currency, and then my education and qualification. So what I'll do is I'll just like say I am a licensed okay, I don't know if this is it. Okay, I am a trained therapist from Kenya. This is just an example. I went to school in Jomo Kenyatta University. I studied psychology for I studied psychology. I studied psychology for 4 years and etc. So I'll just like go on, and then your license number. So LCP 123. Again, this is just a test, and then the therapy approaches that we actually go for. So we have like what you'd want to, what you do as a person. So I just like say humanistic. I can choose more mindful. I can choose another one which is art therapy and etc. And then try to choose which languages I use. Session format. So like Roslyn said, she does couples, so I'll choose couples. I can choose again online therapy. I can choose adolescent therapy and all that. And then my professional bio that I'd want people to actually see. So I'll copy this and put here, but it will be actually something to do with what we actually saw from the therapist that already registered. I'll go back there and show you guys again. And then my specializations. So my specializations are, for example, domestic violence. That is what I deal with the most. Depression, and if in case your specialization is not here, you can actually let us know so that we add it. And then my hourly rate in Kenyan shillings, I'll say 3,000 Kenyan shillings per hour. And then if in case you accept insurance, well, good. And then I'll select an availability date. So what happens is an availability date here is what the time I would want to actually take therapy in a day. So if it's Monday, I'll be available from 9:30 to 10 or to 10:30 or to 11. On Tuesdays, I'll be available only from 7:30 to 6 p.m. On Thursday, let's say Wednesday, I'll not be available, but I'll be available on Thursday, or I'll not be available on Thursday, but I'll be available on Sunday. So I'll just say 16 and 16:30. So what happens is from 4 p.m. to 4:30, and from 30 to 5. So that is actually how it goes. So we put them in slots of 30 minutes, but if you want like a 1 hour or a 2 hour, you can actually choose 4, 4:30, 5, and 5:30, whichever works for you as a therapist. And then on Friday, let's say I'm only available from 11 to 12, and then we agree to our terms and then submit. So when you submit your application as a therapist, what will actually happen is Roslyn, who is now going to be managing all our therapists, will actually go and check, okay, is the certificate the right one? Can we have, like, is the license number the right one? And then have you actually put your appointment times well? Have you actually made sure that your professional bio is well? And then now what she will actually do on that side is to verify and put you on board and bring you on board so that actually people can start booking you as a therapist. Okay, so that is actually how to log in and how to start. And so when you get here, what will actually happen is, so people will actually book you, and when they book you, you'll actually come and get all your appointments here. And so all your appointments based on the day, the time, the hour, and every other thing. And then your bookings that is actually currently happening, if you have been booked or not. So this is just a new user. And then the clients that we actually have, so you will actually see all the clients that you have as a therapist. And then what you can do is you can actually also like send them messages on the platform. So you can say, kindly meet me in the next 30 minutes, or my time is, I'm not going to be available from this time to this time. Kindly, let's reschedule, or something like that. And then you can actually record your session notes, all the session notes that you actually have been having on the, so like let's say for example, because I still don't have an appointment yet, I can't actually create a note, but you know, all the session notes from different therapy sessions, in such a way that you don't actually forget things. We put this here so that a therapist can easily come and track the client process as they go. For the earnings, you will actually be able to withdraw the money that you have actually gotten from the platform, which is actually seamless and easy. For notifications, if anyone actually books you as a therapist, they will actually see that. So what happens is you will actually get a notification on WhatsApp. So you actually don't have to be in this platform all the time, but you can actually get a notification from WhatsApp. So Therabot will actually text you on WhatsApp to tell you that, you know what, there is a client that needs you right now, so get into the platform and actually see. Or there's someone who has texted you on the platform, so get to the platform and actually see what happens. And so for complete profile, again, you'll come and, you know, choose more hours, choose more dates, so that it actually helps you to, what do you want this day? So let's say from Friday you're not available, you can actually block Friday and say that, you know what, let me go and make sure that on Friday no one books me. People will actually review you so that we actually see your progress. So how many reviews do I have today? What is actually going on, and things like that, so that at the end of the day we actually know that we are also making progress. For analytics, earnings, how my sessions have actually been, the total appointments that I've been having all through, and then my account, which is just simple, my name and my email and my location and how much I'm going to earn from the platform, and then the settings, which is actually just basically me having to set my availability times, my notifications, my security numbers. For verifying documents, you'll actually upload your license number and then the security that we actually have. So on another scale, like, so what I'll do here is I'll just sign out and show you guys how this works. So this is a therapist. Let me just log out. Okay. So when I come to find my therapist, people will actually choose me as a therapist. So for example, I'll come here, view the profile. So this is my own profile as a person, and then my credentials. This was the test one that we were actually doing. And then you can actually see the available days. So on 15th December, I'll not be available, no slots available, so no one can actually choose me. And then what they can do is they can book a session. So do they want a message session, or just like chat session, or a video call session? So a client chooses to, you know, to do whatever they actually want to choose. And so that is actually how the platform works. So people will actually come and book you as a therapist. Let me just, that therapist was just one. Yeah. So people will actually come and book you as a therapist. And when they book you as a therapist, what will actually happen? I think I've forgotten that password. Okay, it's here. People will actually come and book you as a therapist. And when they book you as a therapist, what you'll actually do is you'll actually come and see all the appointments that you have today, tomorrow, next year, next week, in the next 2 days, next 3 days, next 4 days. You'll actually come and see all your bookings that you actually have today, tomorrow, next week, next year. You'll actually come and see the list of your clients that you have. So do you want to make sure that you text them? Do you want to send them session notes? Do you want to, what else do you want to do there? Do you want to make sure that they're going to be available for the next session or not? Do you want to cancel? Like all your clients, you'll actually have them here, because everyone will have different clients at different times. And then messages, do I want to send messages to the people who have actually booked me? All the session notes, do I want to because you guys might say that, you know what, I would not want to put all the session notes for the therapy sessions on the platform. So what I'll do is I'll keep them on my notes in my hardcover book, so that it's actually easier for privacy and things like that. But this platform is secure, and so you can actually add session notes. If in case you are still let me say afraid, you can actually just keep them on your notes, but then still continue with that. And then the earnings, the total earnings that you'll actually be earning from the platform. So if someone books you and they book you for 3,000 Kenyan shillings, you'll actually see the 3,000 Kenyan shillings here. And if you want to withdraw it immediately, you actually also like get to withdraw it immediately. For notifications are things like if someone books me right now, or if someone sends me a message right now, but we have said that this is available also on WhatsApp. So you actually don't have to be in the platform all the time, but you'll actually get a notification from WhatsApp, from Theralink, saying that, you know what, someone has messaged you on the app, so go and actually check out, or there is someone who has booked your session right now, so go and actually check out and actually have a conversation with them. For complete profile, again, what we have said is if you want to block the hours that you're available, you can actually come here and, you know, block it. For reviews, people will actually review how you're doing after a session, or after after a session, or after a chat session or a video session. They will actually review you and, you know, give you stars and things like that, so that we actually know who is actually doing the best. For analytics, it's just to let you know that, you know what, since you started, how are your numbers? So based on, you know, how you're doing and things like that. For account, again, is just to edit my profile, make sure that when I'm out there, I'm doing the best things, or when I'm out there, I am my professional profile is actually well, so that people can actually see when they come, and then people can actually relate easily. And then for settings, it's just normally for just updating again my profile settings. So again, to highlight the last thing is, so this is actually where we send our clients to actually book therapists. So when they come here, what will happen is they will actually come to find your therapist. So when they come to find your therapist, they'll actually see all of you guys here listed. So like, for example, AJ, you can see his charge is $125 per hour. And then he has like 18 years of experience. He speaks English, he's verified, he's available soon. So these are actually, he deals with trauma, PTSD, relationship issues, anxiety disorders. And then when I view his profile, so this is actually how people will actually be viewing your profile. And so he has, with 18 years of experience, he has had a successful assisting individuals, and then he holds credentials of license, that, and then his reviews are actually going to be listed here. Yeah, so this is actually the platform. So users will actually be sending people to actually book you. When they book you, you actually get into sessions with them. When you get into sessions with them, so for example, just an example here. So there was an appointment here already. Let me just check. Just a moment before you ask questions. Okay, so this is not the account. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, good. So okay. Okay, good. So this is actually the platform that we would want you guys to be part of, and to be part of this platform, you guys already in. So what you just like have to do is to sign up to the platform, and then set your professional bios out there and actually see how it goes. Another thing that I would want to highlight is, so since we are actually also like targeting companies, what will happen is, if in case you also like want to be a part of us offering, so since you guys are already in the platform, which means if in case we do have like a company that actually needs a therapist at that time, what we actually do is they can either book you on the platform, or they will actually book you to actually go there physically. And so if we get such requests, we will actually always be asking Rose to actually, let you guys know, and actually how that works. Another thing that I would tackle in this would be, what else? What else have I left, Sharma?
I think you've covered pretty much almost everything. It's just you might have forgotten to mention that after. Okay, let me first save, because for right now we're targeting the youth and the younger generation before we go to B2B. We try to keep our prices a bit affordable for the students, and but when we get to B2B, we're going to adjust our prices accordingly, and then the payments are going to go through the platform, and finally you'll be able to withdraw at the other end. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for that, Sharma. So what will actually happen is um, from our side, we're actually giving you guys a platform to manage your clients, to actually also push more clients to you guys, and then we'll actually see how that goes. I think I'm open now to questions. If in case you have any questions to ask, you can actually raise your hand. I can see Rose already. And then we'll actually answer them. Yes, Rose, you can actually ask your question.
Thank you, Caleb. I think that is awesome. Awesome. I know we are like learners. We are babies. Take us slowly. First of all, when we onboard and we get stuck, please be open to just correct us and make sure we are on board and understand what we are doing before we get accustomed. That's one request. The second request is Therabot is giving us an opportunity to explore our profession. And I believe we also owe Therabot something in terms of, do we pay something? If my quotation has been 2,000, do I get the whole 2,000, or do I share something small with Therabot? Because I believe Therabot, when I hear there's an operations, that operations pays power, pays bills, pays rent, pays directors like Roslyn, and this has to come from the people who are helping us build this business. So I would be glad if you're clearer on that, so that something does not happen and somebody starts saying, but they never say that they're going to take anything out of me. So let's be clear here, so that we know, if I'm charging 3K, what is my percentage and what is your percentage as Theraport? Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other question? So I have noted that down. Okay. Okay. Another question. So I can see how fair are the charges. So another question.
Team, it's now open to you. Please give your reactions, if there are any questions. Let's make sure we are very clear, even as we get back into business. And also, maybe it would be important for us to say, I am in or I'm not in, so that we know whether we are working with the whole team or maybe there are a few who have listened to you and said, mimi siwezi. So let's not assume that everyone is going to be part of it. But I can see Imelda wants to say something, Caleb.
Okay,
Listen to her.
And I am excited about what this platform will offer to very many people. So yeah, Rosalie, I'm in. Okay, so my question was, I had placed it on the chat. How confidential are our clients' notes? I know Caleb said that we can have the notes by ourselves, but even for the little pointers that we need to put on the platform, can the admin have access to the notes, or how confidential are they? That's the question. Thank you.
Later you can put down your hand.
Any other questions? Okay. Okay. Melda again. Okay. Okay. Good. So I'll answer the question of just a moment. Good. So again, what will happen is for trainings and things like that. So for trainings and things like that, what will happen is we are going to record a session of how the platform works. And then we are going to actually take you guys again step by step. So we are going to record a video. And then from the video, you actually see how this thing works. Okay, I'll also answer that. So yeah, we'll actually have recordings, and we'll actually also send steps of how to actually do this. When you see the process of actually registering is as easy as possible. So you just put there your name, just go sign in, your name, your registration number, and all those things. But we'll actually also send step-by-step guide on actually how to go through this. And so before end of week, we'll actually have onboarded, all of you. And then for notes and confidentiality, okay, she's not here, but I think I'll wait for her to actually answer. And then how fair are the charges? So 2,500 to 3,000 Kenyan shillings per session. And then that is actually the fair price. So I don't know how you guys are fair. Maybe you guys maybe charge 1,000 shillings per hour or 500 shillings per hour. I actually don't know how you guys charge. For training, so we'll send that actually so that you guys can actually go again through the platform and again and again and again. So we'll actually send end to end actually how it works. Good. And then another one is does the platform allow uploading of documents for verification at the time of verification? So what happens is when it comes to registration, we actually want to make sure that you are onboarded as fast as possible. So what will happen is we will actually make sure that what you do is only give us your license number. With Dr. Char as our admin when it comes to all the therapists and actually the head of therapists, what she'll do, she already knows, for example, your registration numbers. And then we'll actually tell you to go and update your profile. So when you actually go and update your profile, what will happen is we'll actually now upload the document that you actually you're actually supposed to upload. So when it comes to document uploading, you can actually either choose to upload it before or after, but we actually want it after because we want to onboard you as fast as possible so that you actually start. So about notes, okay, I was waiting for you, Melda. About notes and confidentiality, so on the admin side, we actually don't have the access to view the notes. But if in case you're still hesitant, what we actually opt for is, okay, you have been using your notes on your notebook, please continue using the notes on the notebook. And then if in case you're confident enough, because we have, we are HIPAA compliant, and actually we also do make sure that when the notes come on our end, we actually hash them. So hashing here means that we have that end-to-end encryption in such a way that only you and the client on the other side can actually see the notes. And they can only see the notes when you actually send them the notes. So until you send the notes to them, the notes actually remain with you. again, if in case you're still hesitant, just use your books, for example. Another thing about confidentiality is we actually make sure that if you want to delete a note, or if you want to edit, or you want to throw it away, or it's no longer useful, you actually delete it, and it actually gets deleted from our system. So what happens when one requested a physical counseling session? How do you do that selection, or the client will be specific during the kind of booking? So when there is something that I showed, whereby you actually choose as a person what you'd want to do. Do you want to do online therapy? Do you want to do physical therapy, or do you want to do chat therapy? So you actually choose between the three of them. You actually choose. So we actually still don't have like a way to do physical counseling, but with time we'll actually have like a perfect route to actually go there. But for now it's just still online and chat. But in the next few 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, we'll actually have already laid out a plan. With the help of Rose, we'll actually have laid out a plan of how physical therapists work. But on the platform, they'll just book you, and you can actually tell them that, you know what, you want to come physical, I have like a space that you can actually come physical. So, or do you want to meet me at which hotel, or where, you can actually go and actually meet them at that hotel. But they actually have booked you on the platform. Not only that, they actually come and book you, but you can also like bring your own customers, your own clients to the platform to actually continue with the sessions together. Good. Achara, am I missing any question? Who else has another question?
Sorry, Dr. Achara had asked about the percentages.
Okay, good. So when it comes to percentages, we take 10% of the session amount. So if in case you charge a session to be 3,000 Kenyan shillings, we actually take 300 shillings from your session. So all that money is actually paid through the system. But then more charges might come up, but 10% is the money that we actually charge you for the sessions that you're actually getting. So if in case you have like a session for 3,000 Kenyan shillings, we take 300 shillings from your session. Yeah.
Any further? I can see Imelda has said something.
Good. So you can actually choose to withdraw from M-Pesa or bank, whichever works for you. So we have that option, either to choose M-Pesa or bank. And if you need that money at that moment, you get it at that moment.
Kingsley, why are you quiet? Ebu say something.
I did ask a question, and they answered that question about uploading of documents when it comes to registration. About the fees, 2,500 to 3,000, that is okay. It is fine. And the charges of 10%, it is okay. It is good. So I think so far so good.
Thank you very much. I wanted to hear that, and that already confirms that you are part of the team.
Yes, I'm part of the team.
Thank you. Elizabeth wants to say something.
Yeah, actually my question is in regards to the license. Do you require the government one, or the KCPA one is also okay for those of us who have not been able to do the government one? Yeah, I think that is my question.
Dr. Cherry can answer that.
Okay. What she's asking is basically whether you need a government one or an association one. And what I want to say is, for you to be a member of an association and have that registration number, they always confirm that you're qualified to be a therapist. Government certification takes a long process, and we don't want to take that process. One thing I want to assure Therabot is that everybody we have brought here is qualified. So paperwork of confirmation is just paperwork, but basically they're able to deliver. And therefore, I would say as long as you bring your association registration number, I think that should suffice. Thank you.
Super. Thank you.
Okay.
I can see Elizabeth's hand up. You are done with that? Yes. Imelda, you are asking something.
I'm sorry, I'm in between stuff, but my question was, sorry, I stepped out a bit again. But had you answered when we should start using the platform? And is it an app or is it a link?
Good. So we expect you guys to be onboarded before the week ends, so you can actually start right now and continue. For now, it's a website, but we will actually bring out an app in a few months or weeks down the line. But before the end of week, I think we are together with Rose on this, that we can actually get you guys onboarded before end of week. So we'll actually send more steps on how to do registration, how to do all those steps, so that you actually get onboarded faster. Yeah. Good. I think there are no questions. I'll throw this back to Rose again. She was the orchestrator of the meeting, so back to you, Rose.
Thank you, first of all, Therabot team, for having created this opportunity to be with us here. I want to thank the team that I invited, and they were very glad to join the Therabot team. And I think I have not seen anybody say they are not part of this team, and therefore I believe we are all walking this journey together. As the head of the therapist, I am available for any queries, so that in case there's anything I need to clarify with Therabot, I will do that. So basically what we are saying is our communication channel for the therapist is through me, so that we don't bombard Therabot with a lot of queries and they're wondering, oh, Rose, there's this person asking this. So just ensure that in case you have any query, please direct it directly to me. I'll be able to communicate to Therabot, and then we revert back to you. As he has put it clearly, he's going to give us a clear way of becoming members. Imelda, we are joining as soon as possible. There are many people having mental issues, and they need our services as soon as possible. So we need to get on board as soon as possible and start helping the society and the community. I think psychology is basically a service, and therefore if we can serve our communities and just make sure that everybody has a sober mental awareness, I think it will be a good thing, and we'll have done something. It's very fulfilling when you help an individual. Otherwise, with those few remarks for me, I want to say thank you very much. I think we've taken an hour for this meeting, and that is perfect on our side. You will realize, team, that I like timekeeping and I like people communicating. Let's not assume that I have read and kept in my head. I am not an angel. I have to hear you say, noted, I will be there. Otherwise, communication can be an issue in many spheres. So let's just communicate. Let's be part and parcel of this team through communication. Thank you very much. And if there is nothing else, I think I will call the meeting to a close.
Okay. Just to clarify something. So the session prices, like we are not limiting you to 2,500 to 3,000 Kenyan shillings. You choose you can be offering therapy for 1,000 shillings per hour or 100,000 Kenyan shillings per hour. It's just like you to actually choose which one makes sense for you. Yeah. thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate for myself and my team, and we'll actually send you guys all the steps to actually do this. Yes, Hannah.
Anna, we can see your hand up.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, when I was doing the introduction, I was on transit. Can I briefly introduce myself?
I think we are close. Introduction. We will read your introduction once you on board. So just know that you're one of the therapists on board itself and give your details on the platform. Because we wanted to keep the meeting ended in an hour.
Okay, thank you.
Sana, asante sana, tuko pamoja.
Asante.
Okay. 020. Caleb, we close?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Inashukuru sana. Bye to everyone.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Caleb, hata umeenda.
Now still around.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe your view. Shama, you're there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Observation.
Well,
I would say
okay,
Okay,
Shama, go. Okay, I'll go then. So, well, the meeting was good. What I'm supposed to do from my end again is to make sure that, because I think I was going faster when it comes to introducing the platform and actually showing them how it works. And so I'll just like record